Welcome, fellow travelers. This is Advent Traveler, where we explore the pressing issues shaping our world with a mix of curiosity and a dash of humor. Today we're delving into a topic that's as sobering as it is urgent. The top 10 U.S. states collapsing the fastest due to poverty and the homelessness crisis. Don't worry, we'll navigate this heavy topic with some thought-provoking questions and insights to keep things engaging. So hit that subscribe button and buckle up for a journey through America's most vulnerable states. Let's get started. California, the Golden State, faces one of the largest homelessness crises in the nation. With sky-high housing costs and income inequality, many wonder how a state with such immense wealth can leave so many struggling. Major cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco grapple with growing tent cities and overburdened shelters. The state government has implemented various measures to combat the issue, but the problem persists, with nonprofits and volunteers stepping in to provide immediate relief. Personal stories from those affected highlight the human side of this crisis, reminding us that behind the statistics are real people facing daily struggles. Mississippi often tops lists for poverty, with nearly 1 in 5 residents living below the poverty line. This southern state struggles with low wages, limited access to healthcare, and underfunded education systems. How can a state rich in cultural heritage still face such widespread hardship? The rural areas and small towns are particularly hard hit, with community centers often being the only support system. Food banks and charity events are a lifeline for many, but they can't solve the systemic issues. Efforts like job fairs and vocational training aim to improve economic conditions, but progress is slow. Policy changes and government initiatives are crucial, yet they often face significant challenges and delays. Community leaders, activists, and social workers continue to fight for a better future, but the road ahead is long and arduous. West Virginia's reliance on coal has left it vulnerable to economic shifts as the industry declines. Poverty and homelessness have surged, especially in rural areas, where job opportunities are scarce. How can a state with such stunning landscapes face such struggles? Community efforts are underway to combat these issues, with local food banks and support groups stepping in to help. Educational programs and job training workshops aim to provide new opportunities for residents, but the road to recovery is long. Despite the challenges, the resilience and spirit of West Virginians shine through, offering hope for a brighter future. Known for its vibrant culture and history, Louisiana battles high poverty rates and homelessness exacerbated by natural disasters like hurricanes. The state is famous for its lively Mardi Gras celebrations and the rich cultural heritage of New Orleans. However, the frequent hurricanes and flooding have left many communities struggling to recover. The damage from these natural disasters often leads to increased poverty and homelessness as people lose their homes and livelihoods. Despite these challenges, the resilience of Louisiana's communities shines through as they come together to rebuild and support one another. How do communities rebuild when they face repeated setbacks? The answer lies in their unwavering spirit and determination. Arkansas has one of the lowest median incomes in the United States, and poverty is particularly pronounced in rural areas. Homelessness, while less visible than in urban states, is a growing concern. Why do so many families in Arkansas struggle? The job market in Arkansas is challenging, with limited opportunities and high unemployment rates. Education is another critical issue, with many schools underfunded and unable to provide quality education. Access to healthcare is limited, especially in rural areas, exacerbating the struggles of many families. Despite these challenges, community support and local aid organizations work tirelessly to help those in need. There is hope for a brighter future as efforts to rebuild and improve conditions continue. Alabama's poverty rate is among the highest in the country, with homelessness becoming more prevalent in urban centers like Birmingham. How can a state with such rich history and industry face these challenges? The education system is struggling, with many schools in disrepair and children facing food insecurity. Healthcare access is limited, especially in rural areas, where hospitals are closing and residents have to travel long distances for care. Despite these challenges, communities are coming together, with local businesses and volunteers working to provide support and resources. Despite its bustling tourism and entertainment industries, Nevada struggles with a growing homelessness crisis, especially in Las Vegas. How can a city that thrives on luxury have so many living on the streets? The lack of affordable housing and social safety nets are key contributors. Community outreach programs and shelters are doing their best to provide support, but the demand far exceeds the supply. Many families are on the brink of eviction, unable to keep up with rising rents and stagnant wages. Local governments and activists are pushing for more affordable housing solutions, but progress is slow. New housing developments are underway, but will they be enough to address the growing crisis? New Mexico's stunning deserts and rich cultural history stand in stark contrast to its high poverty and homelessness rates. How does a state with such potential still face these issues? Limited job opportunities, especially in rural areas, and underfunded public services are significant factors. The state's economy has struggled to diversify beyond traditional industries, leaving many without stable employment. Efforts to attract new businesses and industries have been slow, and the education system, which could be a pathway out of poverty, remains underfunded. This lack of investment in education perpetuates the cycle of poverty, making it difficult for future generations to break free from these challenges. Community support groups and volunteers work tirelessly to provide aid, but systemic changes are needed to address the root causes of poverty and homelessness in New Mexico. Kentucky faces widespread poverty, particularly in the Appalachian region. The Appalachian Mountains, while beautiful, are home to some of the most economically disadvantaged communities in the state. Homelessness is a growing issue, compounded by a lack of affordable housing. Many families struggle to find stable living conditions, leading to an increase in homeless camps across urban areas. What would it take to lift Kentucky's communities out of poverty? Local initiatives and community efforts are crucial, but more comprehensive support and resources are needed to make a lasting impact. Education and access to basic necessities like food and healthcare are essential steps towards breaking the cycle of poverty. Community programs and volunteer efforts play a significant role in providing these resources. Hawaii's tropical paradise hides a harsh reality, a significant homelessness crisis driven by sky-high living costs. How do people survive in a state where even basic necessities are expensive? Many residents live paycheck to paycheck, while others are forced to leave the islands altogether. The state has tried to address the issue with shelters and services, but the problem persists, affecting thousands of lives. Tourists often remain unaware of the struggles faced by many locals. Local news highlights the growing concern, but solutions are still out of reach. The beauty of Hawaii contrasts sharply with the hardships faced by its residents. Thanks for joining us as we explored the states most affected by poverty and homelessness. These challenges remind us that behind every statistic are real people with real stories. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out our channel for more thought-provoking content. Together, let's keep exploring the world with an open mind. See you next time.